Um, so
Wisdom
the,
and Jack, I assume you're finding this interesting, how to connect to the back end.
Yeah, yeah.
Great, great. Okay, so Cynthia, can you start with the question that we're now recording?
Um,
The question.
uh,
Mhm.
sure. I guess just like how to connect to it and like where to find the code to do that.
And in
uh,
particular, the delete planet function.
All
Mhm.
right.
yeah, so when you first clone this repository IE 2020 serverless to your computer, um, it's automatically connected to this serverless like framework that we have. Um, so that thing or those commands I said about like serverless like create and serverless deploy, I don't think you guys will like create a whole nother service. So maybe it's not useful. It's just you guys will probably be using the existing DIY Planner service. Um, but if you do make changes, you would just type serverless deploy, and then you would type service deploy inside the Planet service you want. Or like, so go in the directory, and then you type serverless deploy, and then it'll deploy changes directly to AWS. And uh, I'm seeing if there's a delete function here. Let me see. Uh, I don't see one for planets. I see ones for like user service and project service.
Mhm.
Oh,
Um, yeah,
uh, I think there might not be like a fully delete um, option for the planets because what we did was not just like remove it from the database, it was just like reset it to the initial values.
I see.
So it might be like update or something like that.
hmm Um, so I imagine it's this function. Um, yeah, put this function on line 240. Uh, is there anything about resetting? Yeah, I think you guys should probably just take a look at this. Haven't really dealt with this function, but um, for like a Lambda function, if you call something with parameters, it's usually in the event body like this. So if you want like options, then this is where you would like if you put in like the system ID, your planet ID, this is where like that information is stored like in the events, and then you can like do event.body to get it. Um I'm not really seeing like resets here. Um,
Well, I think since question is, we can review the study of the code. We need to, I gather, in order to edit it. But I think Simpson's question is, how do we even get, did you understand, Simpson, exactly how to call up this code? Can you go back to the very beginning of the
yeah.
AWS and show that the Lambda function?
Oh yeah.
Um, I guess I was more wondering like, I know like already made the UI for it, and I was just wondering like how to get from like that button to doing this. Like if you were to click the reset planet button, like how would I go from like the front end to, I don't know
Uh
if that makes sense, but
yeah, that makes sense. So let's see.
or if there's like another example in the front end code of like where it connects to like the backend to update something.
Um, see. Do these buttons work right now?
Oh,
Or
and no,
yeah,
I think I haven't pushed my changes.
okay. Uh, that's fine. Basically, okay, let me see. Service. We try to find the file. Um, just so this is where all the endpoints are. So basically, if you wanted to connect this button to the backend, you would like have like on click, um, and then do a fetch to this endpoints, and we have like API functions for that already. So you would do like, for example, if you wanted to get planet data, you would get data and then put this um planet endpoints inside this parameter. You put the parameters you want to call it with here, and then um that's how you would like do a get basically to that endpoint. Um, so serverless config has all the endpoints, and then API.js has the functions that you would call that endpoint with. Yeah, uh, there's like four functions. Does that answer your question, Susan?
Sure. Yeah. I know you mentioned before like there's get and there's like put. Is that related to this at all, or is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
just a connect?
So I get data performs like a get. So the request options, it has like a get. It's like I have to go online to see the format for this. You don't need like every attribute here. You can leave out some, but like the method's basically a get. And um if you call an endpoint with like a different um HTTP option, like for example, if this were a put, then it would actually like execute a different Lambda function. So it's also dependent on like which like HTTP request you call the endpoint with, because they have different like Lambda functions that will get called.
Okay, so in this case, would I want to do like a put
Yeah,
since I'm trying to change the data instead of just getting it?
yeah. Then
Oh, okay.
you would call this, yeah, change data function. The endpoints, the new data you would change it with, and then params like here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And if it really helps to like whatever data you're changing, if you find the actual like DynamoDB data table, you can see like the changes you made, and then like if you like screw something over, then you can just like edit it directly and then like kind of revert it yourself. So like that way you aren't scared of like making a mistake. Like you just change it like back to what it was before, if you like ever scared of that. Like if like I were editing um like this client, for example, and like I was changing I don't know, like be like the image, and then this got screwed up, I would just like copy this somewhere and then like paste it back in. So uh it's so I can see like directly what I'm changing and just like revert it, basically. Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions, Ari or Simpson, for accessing the background of accessing the back end?
I don't think I have anything, but I'll definitely look at it more, and if I have more questions, I can just like
Great.
maybe Discord them. See.
Okay. Shall we make a to-do list? I'll stop recording unless there's anything else.